welcome to my workshop, and welcome to episode 6 of building this CNC router, which any of you can build with ordinary shop tools, nothing expensive. This is totally being built by hand. So in this video we're going to build the gantry and the X axis. So it might be a little bit of a long one. So I've already pre-cut the uprights for the gantry, which we're going to mount on there, and pretty heavy duty stuff actually. It's more of the same of this. It's 160 millimeters, that is, by 12, which is like half an inch and about 6 1/4 inches, and it's plenty sturdy enough to build, you know, this router with. Very sturdy actually. Now I'm going to use steel angle here to firmly attach this onto here, and I may actually put some 5mm bolts up through here, up into the base of this. Don't know yet. But yeah, steel angle here, and then when it comes to the crosspiece, I have, see, it's just a little over 3/4 of an inch. It's about 5/8 actually of cast aluminium, and it's been machined flat. So that will be attached. I'll screw into it, but to back that up, I'm also going to use the same angle. I don't have it here actually. Good steel angle on it. Okay, straight. I'm going to use that to reinforce up here as well. So there's very little flex. You know, it's held very rigid. The only flexing area is between here and about here, and that's not going to flex much at all. So okay, we'll get on with it. So what I've decided to do with this video is I will video, you know, sort of the general idea of me cutting some of these to length and what have you. It just gets a little boring, so I'm going to fast forward it, and I'll just put a little bit of general music up in the background. You really don't want to hear me running the saw here. And in between, in regular intervals, I'll give you a bit of a chat and tell you what I'm doing. This is my drilling setup to pre-drill or pilot drill the holes for the linear guide rails. You can feel between 3 and 4 thousandths of an inch. You can actually feel it, whether it's out of line between the main body of the gantry, that's what this is, and the edge of this linear guide rail. And that's all you need. You need to be within 3 or 4 thousandths of an inch, which is point, which is 0.1 of a millimeter. You can feel it very easily. If you can't feel a step, you know that it is within that tolerance. That's all you need. And this is a very simple setup. I've got 2 blocks of wood running across both of the linear rails, one each end, and then I've got another fairly substantial beam running lengthways, and it's clamped to my bench. So that's not going to move now. So now I can pilot these holes. You don't need any special equipment to make a CNC router. You can do it all with one of these. A cordless drill. I do use a small drill press because it just makes it easy for me because I have one. But you can do it with a cordless drill. So the holes are drilled in the linear rail. They are about 1/4 of an inch, which is around about 6 millimeter. So I've got a 6 millimeter drill there, and I'm just going to put it into each hole and just put a mark, an indentation in for about a millimeter or so. And then when I remove all this, I'm left with the drill marks. So then I can drill the drilling size to thread it, which in this case is 5 millimeters. So that's my next job. So these are the brackets that I've made to strengthen up and actually do the main fixing of the gantry to the side plates of the gantry. So I've used steel in this case. So they're going to have 8 fixing points. So 4 are going onto the back of the gantry main structure, like this, which I've now pre-marked. All I did was clamp this to the this plate and just mark the holes through these drillings. So I'm going to tap a thread in these after I've drilled them, so I can fix these plates on. Alright, so, and this is a very simple mechanism. I've got a block of wood this end, and I've put blocks of wood on here to build it up so that I know this is completely flat and level. And I know this is now 90 degrees, so I can drill a 90 degree straight hole straight through this material. And this is beautiful material too. This is cast aluminium. I don't know whether it's widely available, but it's what I had on hand. But you could also use, if you wanted to, you know, sort of just ordinary plate aluminium. In this case, this is I think 15 to 16 millimeters. So I'll just check it. Yeah, 0.6 of an inch. All right. So that's 15.5 millimeters. I had this flattened. All right, just skimmed, flat, because you know you want your gantry main structure to be absolutely parallel as you can get it. Okay, so now I'm just going to drill this and tap the threads in the drillings for the linear rails as well, and start putting it together. So I've got some sub-assembly now of the gantry. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to totally finish the X-axes in this video, because I'm sort of trying to keep the videos down below 12 minutes each. But I've got all my brackets now drilled and in place. This is the actual gantry. It's starting to get a little heavy now. That's the X-axis cross member there, and I've got my side plates here and the bracketry. So we'll put these on and start building this gantry up. So I'll speed some of the footage up here. Well, that all works. Okay, so there it is. The gantry is structurally made. This is only a test fitting, and I think this is as far as I'm going to go with this particular video. Otherwise it's just going to go on and on and on, because I know that the next phase, which involves putting the X-axis screw in here and the mounting plate for the Z-axis, probably is all going to be done in the next video, and one video, entire video. So yeah, very strong, very smooth running, and that gantry, although it's fairly heavy now, I mean, the gantry structure is probably 30 kilos. So by the time I get the Z-axis built up and get the spindle motor on here, that's going to add another 10 kilos, I think. Incidentally, it's 2.2 pounds to 1 kilo. So you just, if I'm talking in kilos and you want to understand what it is in pounds, just multiply it by 2.2. Well, I'm really happy with that. Everything fits, and it's relatively square. And I've just got a bit of fettling. It's maybe sort of half a degree out here and there. It just means following a hole and getting a square on it and bringing it up so it is square. But it's not far out. So, if you've liked this video, please press like and subscribe. And if you really like what I'm doing, you could consider becoming a patron. Patron information is below this video in the video description area. So, thank you for watching. Oh, incidentally, at the end of this series, which I'm probably not going to be able to finish this until mid-January, something like that, all the plans and the vendors that supplied parts and prices will be on my Patreon pages. So, thank you for joining me, and it's bye for now. So, thank you for joining me, and it's bye for now. Ooh, that's smooth.